Here we have the Samsung Odyssey G7 32-inch model with the Xbox One X console. I want to show that this system can handle 1080p, 60 and 120 Hz with VRR, and 1440p at 60 Hz and 120 Hz with VRR as well. Now remember, this is on firmware 1002.0. The new firmware that's available currently on the Samsung website allows a 4K signal to be accepted by the monitor. But we're not doing that today. I am just showing with vanilla firmware, as you can see, VRR 1440p at 60, and it's on auto detect. It's not on a manual HDMI signal. You can also have HDR, but I choose not to have it currently right now. Now here we go. This is the test, 120 Hz. There you go. It recognizes it. You can see 1440p at 120 Hz. And that's an amazing feature in itself. Many monitors don't do that. And as you can see here, VRR is enabled. And we are going to have it here, and it's on auto detect. Color space, let's go back to standard just so you could see how it would look. There you go. But I choose to have it on PC RGB. But again, more testing, and I will probably go back to the standard. But just showing here, contrast power, contrast punch on this monitor is amazing. And the main thing is here that the 1440p at 120 Hz works. Every person should be happy with that. This monitor excels at PC gaming, and it excels now at console gaming. We need that new update because that would give us a 4K signal with the Xbox One X, also a 4K signal on the PlayStation 4, among the newer consoles coming out. So anyone that gets this monitor should upgrade to the latest and greatest firmware, as Samsung updates the monitor with fixes, as you can see, just like the acceptance of the 4K signal. Now let's play some games. Now, how do the games look on the Xbox? Let's see with Mortal Kombat 11, Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle, and a little bit of Destiny 2 on the Xbox One X. But as you can easily see, the contrast levels here are amazing. Now my settings currently on this monitor are 90 brightness, 80 contrast, and the picture preset is on cinema, as at stock it's too dull for me. You can calibrate this to your liking if you put the user mode. You can tone down the settings that you're seeing here. I just want to show in this video that the contrast levels are off the chain. It's good that the monitor is able to produce this kind of a picture, because you don't want to get something and then find out it's not that good of a picture. This is the most vivid setting you could have it with the monitor, but you can tone it down if this is too extreme for you. Again, I want total picture punch, the size, the colors, the contrast. That's my personal preference. But again, if yours is different, you can always tone down the color, tone down the contrast if you choose to. But it's good to see an image this vibrant, it just pops out of the screen. It's really an amazing picture. And comparing this to my Dell S3220 DGF, there is a noticeable jump in contrast punch. That's the way I want to say it, contrast punch. Again, it's a 90% versus a 95% DCI-P3. It's an HDR 400 versus an HDR 600. Now, this is not an HDR screen. This is an SDR. The HDR, we'll leave it for another day. But the contrast levels here are just amazing. The G7's contrast at standard on the Xbox One X has more contrast than the Dell's PC RGB mode, which usually crushes blacks. It does give you more contrast. So look at that. Just on standard, it looks amazing. And now on PC RGB, it just ups the contrast levels. Again, this is all with my testing. Many more videos coming up to show you the differences between all the monitors that I currently own. And I like to have a variety of monitors. That way you can see TN versus IPS versus VA budget versus VA medium versus VA premium. All this here on Victor's Reality. Just again with this stage, the contrast, everything just pops. I have no other way to say it other than what you see is an amazing picture with amazing colors. I'm just so happy that this monitor can produce the vivid image that I love so much. Now, a little bit on the curve. The curve is a 1000R curve. It is more pronounced than the 1800 and 1500 curves that are usually standard with other curved monitors. And this is, and also compared to a flat, I mean, it's a big difference, a flat versus the 1000R. It's an amazing difference. It's all through personal preference. If you like the curve, you'll feel right at home. If you don't like the curve, 1000R might be too much for you. I would say maybe go to a 1500 or 1800 curve. But as I've been using the Dell with its curve for about 8 months, I have grown used to the Dell's curve. So when I see the G7's curve, it kind of shocked me at the beginning because I'm like, oh my goodness, will this really affect me or make me dizzy or just be too much for me? And I'm happy to report it's not too much. It is different. I mean, you can easily see in the video, look at the curve, how it bends from the top and the bottom. It is a difference, but it's not in a sense where it's going to, or it's not going to distract you from your gaming. It's not going to give you a headache if you sit 1 to 2 feet in front of it. That's what the whole point of it is for immersion. But Samsung states that the curve is to keep the same distance for your eyes from the middle to the left to the right. So it keeps your eyes at the same distance from the whole monitor, so it's less eye strain and less eye fatigue. And also, of course, the immersion, I mean, it wraps around you. So it's a personal preference, and I would say don't discount it. Don't think it's a bad point. You should try it out. You should see, maybe go to a store, check out what kind of curve this is, because when you see the difference between a regular curve and a 1000R curved, you can see it right away. It is a difference right away because it looks different. I mean, you could tell right away, especially compared to a flat monitor. But later in the week, I'll show all my 3 monitors right here: maximum curve with the 1000R, a medium curve, and a flat screen. And if that helps you, maybe that will help you see the differences. It doesn't disturb the gameplay or media, anything like that. It's just different, and it's all through personal preference. So again, if you love that, you'll feel right at home. If you're skeptical, keep on watching the videos. Maybe it'll convince you, maybe it won't. It's always good to see this new technology, and in my opinion, I can't wait to play some Mech Assault, some Mech Warrior 5. That would be pretty cool because it'll feel like you're in the visor. It'll make you feel like if you're in the hood of the system, you'll feel like a pilot. So that's going to be kind of cool to see, where it could wrap around you, and that would be a little bit different than the normal flat screen gaming that we all do. So it's just something different, and it's something to be aware of. And just keep on watching the videos, and if it helps you, awesome. And remember, you can always see my playlist of all my monitors if you want to see different games, different situations in each monitor. And again, this channel is here for you to help you in your buying decision. Now here is Final Fight, old school game. Everything looks nice and punchy, everything looks crystal clear. And that's another thing with this monitor, it's clear. It is. And the sharpness here, again, this is on Cinema preset. I have seen and tried with the user, but again, I'm just quickly showing you here the Cinema preset mode. And also in another video, I'll show a whole bunch of different presets. But this looks crystal clear, like super clear. Again, every monitor is clear. I'm just saying this one, maybe because I've been using my Alienware for so much, maybe it's the pixel density, but I do have a Dell S3220 DGF. It's a 1440p VA 165Hz panel. And I mean, it's clear, but this just, I don't know. I think it's the colors. I think it's the 95% DCI P3 colors that are making everything just pop, plus the contrast. There is more contrast on the G7 than the Dell. And when you're looking online and you're seeing a lot of reviewers say the contrast is not that good, or they're reporting on their calibrated looks. Again, mine is not calibrated. Mine is picture punch, vividness. My monitors, my vision with games and movies is party mode. You know what I mean? Maximum color, maximum brightness. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy. Let's have an exciting picture so you can really enjoy your games. A lot of reviewers out there have it at 200 nits, have it at 150 nits, because a lot of people don't want the brightness and they want that professional calibrated look. But everything is crystal clear with all these games. Everything has looked amazing. And in the next couple of videos, I'll be showing some PC gaming, because that's the bread and butter of this monitor. But it's awesome to know that this is a very good dual purpose monitor. You're not going to buy this monitor for console gaming strictly or specifically, unless you want to. You can do whatever you want. It's awesome to know that this is an awesome dual purpose monitor for PC and for console, and everything in between, from work, from web browsing, from media. All that stuff works perfect on this monitor. I just watched F1 racing earlier today, and man, that just looked, the contrast, it's the contrast. Cinema mode just makes it look like a TV. It looks amazing, and that's the whole point why I got this monitor, because I wanted that contrast power, and I wanted to have an exceptionally well time with my 240Hz gaming. And now, awesome to know, on the Xbox One X, and I'm sure in the future, we have 1440p at 120 Hz with VRR enabled, because that's a must. We're paying for this. It's awesome to know that the monitor can produce these images and these specifications. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on those notifications so you never miss out on a future video. I'll see you guys next time.